Hello and welcome to our weekly update of the original cocoon only bin. And these guys have definitely multiplied many times over. So this bin has been going for a little over 6 months. And I am going to compare it to my African night crawler cocoon only bin, because we started this bin with about 75 cocoons, and that's about what we started the African night crawler cocoon bin with as well. So it's a fair comparison, and I will be going back to the original videos of me starting this bin up. I don't know if you can see, that's a cocoon right there. Right there. The worms like to lay their cocoons instead of these corn cobs, and inside and outside and all around. So we're definitely seeing cocoons. And I'm really happy with the size of the worms. This is a 10-gallon bin, so it's not considered a large system by any means. And they say that for worms to get larger, they need larger space, more surface area. I may put that to the test. I know that you can get more worms, they will breed, because worms tend to regulate their population quite well. And if they have a larger area in which to breed, and they had the proper food, in other words, a lot of food and a lot of area to breed, then they will most likely breed more than they would with less food and less space. But I think at some point in the future, I will test that out. I will take a 10-gallon bin, then I will take a 20-gallon bin. We'll start with the same amount of worms, just to see if in 6 months we will have the same population or we will have higher population in the larger bin. We will control for everything else, in other words, food. They will get the same. That would be interesting. At least for me it would, because we always assume when people tell us something is a certain way, that's what it is, and we'll repeat. And just like I found out with no-no foods, a bunch of us girls got together, Tori and Emily, and we all did our own little experiments, and turns out that, yeah, you can feed citrus, and you can feed onions, and you can feed spicy peppers, and all these things in moderation, of course, but everything can be fed to the worms. They'll be fine. So, oh, jeez, talk about springtail. Okay, so the worms are spread out because there's no food. They're going through this stuff like crazy. Okay, well, they'll get a good feeding though. Today they're getting a pound of food. Now let me get my bedding here. Nice amount of bedding. And this is a pound of fruit. And we just know there's going to be a party in this here banana. I'll open it up for them a little bit. There we go. Have fun, guys. And this is just a whole bunch of fruit here. And I do have some pineapple. And I'm not worried about that either. Because you can see that there's not a lot of it, and it's mixed in with other fruit material. So we are okay. A little bit of eggshell. Okay, guys, have at it. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, so I will definitely be going through the older videos that I have of this bin when I started it. Tomorrow I'm going to do my update of the African nightcrawler cocoon bin, and it's going to be 3 weeks for the African nightcrawler cocoon bin. So I'm going to look back to the 3-week mark of this bin to see what kind of population we had here at 3 weeks from the same basically 75 or so cocoons. That will be interesting for me to refresh my memory. And that's it. So thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next week.